everybody. I am Jeff Hammond and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I have no interest in fortune and fame to be found on the internet, but I do have a big project that I would love to share with everybody. The reason that I'm doing this, I got this boat and I'll tell you a little bit about that in a minute. It's a big project for me. I'm excited about it. I'm looking to share the process and maybe encourage some other people to take on a project to restore these old boats. I love the old boats. I'm also looking to leave a legacy for my daughters. I've got 4 girls plus a wife, and so maybe they can see what I've been busy doing for so long. It's also a way to repay some sponsors that I've picked up along the way, and we'll talk more about that in a while too. So a little bit about me. I'm 57. I'm an engineer. I've been around boats on and off my whole life. I bought my first boat when I was 14 with my paper route money. It was a 12-foot Lumacraft with a 35 horse Evinrude on it. 1955 vintage, so the Evinrude was about this big, but it was great. I had a great time with it. We water skied on it, we fished. I just had a ball. Took it to high school when I was driving and grabbed some buddies, and we all went down and water skied. So then I progressed to like an 18-foot with an 85 horse Mercury on it, and then got married, had some kids, and that was it for boating for a while. So along came a night last January, and I'm sitting on the couch. I guess I was bored with whatever was on TV, and I'm on Craigslist. I go on there for the free stuff and different things from time to time, and for some unknown reason, I went to the boat section. I wasn't looking for a boat. We had never talked about getting another boat. And so I'm looking through, and you know, $54,000, $18,000, $100,000. Holy cow. And then I come across a picture of a real nice looking boat. It's a 24-foot Mark Twain from 1979. And I'm looking at the pictures and they look really nice. It's 1979, so they're a little dated looking as far as the colors and things. But the boat was all there, and they weren't asking a ton of money for it, which suited me just fine. So I called and talked to the fella, and it turns out that the owner had the boat for a number of years. He babied it, he kept it in a shed, and just took real good care of it. And it was a freshwater boat kept in Raystown Lake. I'm here in southeastern Pennsylvania. Raystown Lake is a freshwater lake up around Altoona. So that was a plus. And apparently, I think 4 years ago now, he took sick and passed away. His daughter and son-in-law were tasked with trying to sell it because apparently nobody in the family wanted it. So they tried to sell it up in Pennsylvania to no avail. They had some friends in Cape May, New Jersey, and they said, yeah, bring it down, put it in the yard. We're close to the water here. A lot of people looking for boats might like, to buy that. Well, apparently a couple years went by with no takers. And I think the first thing that was turning off potential buyers is the floor, as you will see, is very, very soft. It's just like a sponge. The other issue is somewhere along the way somebody tried to replace the batteries, and they crossed the wires and they fried all of the big battery wires. So they had a 40-year-old boat with soft floors, and it wouldn't start with burned wires, and I think that turned a lot of people off. Well, evidently it wasn't enough to discourage me. It was love at first sight. I saw the lines of this boat. It just looked good. And so I determined right then and there that I wanted to restore this boat to its glory and that was enough to satisfy the owners that I was going to take good care of it, so they sold it to us. And we towed it from Cape May back to Kennett Square, PA. So that was January of 2019. It's now December of 2019, just about Christmas time. And I'm doing a video. This first one is going to kind of show the boat as it is. I've done some work to it in the last almost year, but not really. I got sidetracked a little bit, and I might talk about that later. But this first video is pretty much to document where I started from and what the plans are to bring it back. So with that, let me take you around.